kajandae twende Regency, Jorembo wako wendo fiancé. Oh, jo twende outing, nataka jiji la Nairobi tambue, wendo number one queen, nitajigamba ni wote wakujue. Because the love that you give me, explicit, things you did do me, exquisite. If I hurt you, I'm sorry, excuse me. Girl, if you go, you will confuse me. The love that you give me, explicit, things you did do me, exquisite. If I hurt you, I'm sorry, excuse me. Girl, if you go, you will confuse me. Baby, can I have a kiss? Can I have a dance? Can I have a kiss? Can I have a dance? Can I have a kiss? Can I have a dance? Oh, baby, baby, can I have a kiss? Can I have a dance? Can I have a kiss? Can I have a dance? Can I have a kiss? Can I have a dance? Oh, yeah, oh, denda, yeah, la, oh, 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 da 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 da, yeah. Mwanzo mami unapotembea, mwendo wako kauna pepea, malaika Mola kanipea, wangu milele ntamlea. Say what you gonna do, what you gonna do, when a star like me falls in love with you. And what you gonna do, what you gonna do, ready or not, I'm coming for you. Nipe matamu mashamsham, wajua nakutaka nina ham. Kweli utanipenda bila mkwanja, ama itanibidi niuze shamba. The love that you give me, explicit, things you did do me, exquisite. If I hurt you, I'm sorry, excuse me. Girl, if you go, you will confuse me. Baby, can I have a kiss? Can I have a dance? Can I have a kiss? Can I have a dance? Can I have a kiss? Can I have a dance? Oh, 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 oh. Said I like you, girl, in particular, yeah, and you in particular, and I like your waist in particular, yeah.
The one and only Mr. Okello Max is in studio. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming here. What a voice. What an aura. Look at you.
I'm actually so happy that I'm here, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I grew up watching KBC.
It's an absolute pleasure having you right here on the show. In fact, I tweeted a picture of you and somebody said, it's so nice to finally put a face to the voice.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, you know, have heard your voice and they're wondering, who is Okello Max? And here you are.
Yeah.
Right in front of us, in front of me, right here in KBC.
Actually, it's an honor. It's an honor that you guys have actually even invited me over. I'm so humbled.
Yes.
And everybody watching me right now, I love you all. Niko kwa TV. Yes. Niko kwa TV.
You know, the one thing that I think stood out for me as soon as I met you is your humility. You are so humble, so soft-spoken. You know, someone who's 6 feet plus walking through the door, you don't expect them to be so soft-spoken, so humble, so grounded. What makes you Okello Max and this humble man that I'm speaking to today?
I'd say that has to do more with my upbringing. I grew up in a very humble background, and my parents, shout out to my dad, I know he's watching, and my mom's. We grew I'm a Catholic.
Okay.
So, you know, you have to be that good kid, you have to go to Sunday school, you have to go to church. So I grew up in a well-cultured, if I may say, family, discipline. Yeah, my parents were the best disciplinarians I ever had.
Right.
So I think that's what molded me to be the man that I am right now. Yeah, and I always believe humility always takes you places.
Yes.
Because personally, I think it's my humility that has actually even made me have a seat with you right now.
Aww.
Yeah, so it's always best to be humble. Yeah, there are things that might at times make you feel like, now you want to do this and you want to maybe act out arrogant and things like that, but you have to think twice because you always have to be humble.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's who you are as a human being, because I mean it reflects in your music as well. Your humility, you know, the passion that you have for people, the respect that you show to towards others. It's just so evident in the songs that, you know, we're listening to, where we actually get to hear who you are as an individual, and we see some of your personality. We hear you as Okello Max and this larger than life persona that, you know, we're getting to see today. So Okello, what inspired you to become a musician? I know you've come from a small town in Kisumu. Maybe you can give a shout out to the people in Kisumu.
Everybody from Kisumu, we made it. We are on national television.
You have to say something in the Luo.
Jodala, unena kan kaka uono, kanyalo timo, imbinya timo, koro kiki wai panic, gigi temre. Nyasai ber sechete nyasai ber kendo mane kite.
Even whatever you just said just sounded so romantic, so soft, so musical.
I was praying.
Oh, you were really?
Wow.
Okay. Prayers as well, they have their own soul to it, right?
Yeah.
And when you talk to God, you're also romancing.
That's true.
At the end of the day, right?
That's
you're trying to get something out of God. God is trying to give you something in return. So it's romance.
Nice. So I come from a very a place called Kanyakwar in Kisumu. I think that's the biggest sublocation. I think I'm not sure about it's a bigger space, but people identify me as a person from Obunga. So I always like saying I'm a guy from Obunga, but I come from Kanyakwar, and my passion for music, I'd say, started when I was very young. I grew up in Lamu, actually, coast, and my father specifically loved listening to Franco, Tarab. So I grew up listening to me. We had a small radio. Remember the radios that had the cassettes that you have to, if you don't want to waste your battery, you have to use your pen to rewind. To rewind, exactly. We had one of those, and it actually even I remember it kept every morning. I kept waking up whenever we were supposed to get ready to go to school. There's this song by the late Oliver Mtukudzi, Toddy. Oh, Toddy. That's the song that always woke me up. That was my alarm. So I grew up around people who listen a lot of music, and the passion grew even much more from my late uncle. May soul rest in peace, Mr. Francis. He was a choir master at a church, a Catholic church called Kibuye. So I remember he used to put us down every evening, me and my cousins, and then we had to like be given sounds. You will sing tenor, you soprano, you this, you bass. And whenever he gave us these notes to sing, I never got any wrong. And he used to actually cane whoever will sing something wrong. So I was on his good books. Always. So there's this one, and if you're in the good books, of course, you'll always have the gifts, right? So after every session, maybe he would be like, you did well today, take this 5 bob. You did well today, go buy yourself some milk. Go buy this. So I was like, oh, music actually pays.
And who knew? Years later, music does pay.
Yeah, it pays. So I started, that's where I can say that's when I actually even I was like, I want to do this. That's where you found your love for music. Lovely. And of course, you know, living in Kisumu, here in Nairobi, how did you make that transition? And when did you get noticed here in Nairobi? Did you come to Nairobi solely to pursue music? I'd say yes. I came to Nairobi solely to pursue music because I met BN from Sauti Sol. Like 5 years back. I don't know, 2016 if I'm not wrong, and he really liked my music, and he was like, yo, you guy you can sing. What are you doing right now? I was like, I'm still in school. I was still in Moi University by then. So he told me, okay, you finish your school, after you're done, come to Nairobi. Do you have anybody? Can you have a place to crash when you come to Nairobi? I'm like, yeah, I have a sister. Shout out to you, sis. So you're like, okay, you come to Nairobi, and then we can see what we can do. So after school, I came to look for BN to help me in my music. So by that time, I would say they had a lot of tours around, so it was hard getting a hold of him. In the meantime, my sister was like, you can try look for some jobs. So I tried looking for jobs and here and there interviews, but it never worked. So I remember there was some music competitions that I ventured into, and they did good, but still I was still just trying to get this music. Finding your ground. And then my cousin took me to one of the studios that apparently the Sautis were recording at that time. So when I went there that day, BN was in the studio. And then he's like, "Ooh, what are you doing here, Max?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is my cousin." "What? Trevor is your cousin?" I'm like, "Yeah, Trevor is my cousin." So they're like, okay, we love that. So come, let's do something. So from then, they started giving me like jobs of doing background vocals for their tracks. Extravaganza, Pombe Sigara, Lucy.
Wow.
Yeah, so I grew fond of them. We created a very good rapport. And then I just got into the family of the Soul family. So so that's how I even got into the big song like Rumba Japani.
Oh,
just happened
lovely.
Like that.
Do you know, we'll definitely get back to this conversation, and we'll have more of these conversations, because I'm really enjoying listening to you and hearing your journey, and of course you as you take us through starting off from Kisumu and of course to now where you are today. So we'll do that, but for now let's just play a track, one of your tracks.
Unanimaliza nihisi na wewe milele mpaka kufa, unisalie watoto mama, na kuahidi utokosa. Aye idogode monda ketie kone mesa, aseko ye inkora teri mosanyola mama na muziki santima, muziki bila jasho. Sheri, usiniache nitakufa kilo naponipigia simu lazima nitakuja ukisema nikuje jioni nitanunua chupa mama, lolo tupendane mpaka kufa Oh Sheri, mapenzi ya leo naogopa, kwanza warembo wangolopa wameweka mitego kwenye mabaha ulo, ila ukinitega sitakata, nitakopa nitalima mama, nitachanga, nitaiba tupendane mpaka kufa muziki ya pesa, muziki bila presha.
Welcome back. I just had to make you listen to that track because, man, nimekufa. For real. That song, I remember when it released, I don't understand Daluo, obviously. But when I heard it, I just felt like I wanted to sing, I wanted to dance, and I wanted to vibe to the song just because of how beautiful it actually is. I know it's a romantic number, of course. I know Sheri means my love, right? But what exactly are your lyrics saying?
My lyrics are more of a confession to my partner in this scenario.
Right.
That I'm so much in love with her that I'm ready to do anything.
Wow.
I'm ready to go climb mountains to just make sure that at least I put the food on the table. That I want her to be the mother to my children.
How sweet.
Yeah, and when she touches me, I just die.
Oh.
I can't stand. Oof.
Oof.
Yeah, man.
Are you a romantic in real life as well?
I want to believe I am. Yes, I am.
Is that where you draw your inspiration from? Because this is who you are.
Clearly.
You know, outside as well.
Yeah, clearly. Yeah, that's where I drew my. I'm not sure if that's where, but I'm sure it's a part of.
Yeah, it's kind of related.
Yeah, a piece of me that actually I do that. I can draw my inspiration from that side.
Okay.
But I'd say that what makes me want to do this even better is my background.
Yes.
If I see where I've come from, I really want to make it better for my parents and my family. So I'd say that's more of where I get my drive from.
And this is just the beginning, Okello. I believe you have such a phenomenal, bright future ahead of you. This is just the beginning to great things, and you know, filling up stadiums. And I'm sure you have dreams. What are some of your dreams?
Yeah, my dreams would actually be just go global.
Okay.
And just touch people with my music. I just want to touch everybody with my music. And so far, I'm very, very, very humbled and grateful for the love that people are showing me right now. The reception, I didn't expect it to be like this. But yeah, I released an audio that actually hit like almost 700K.
Wow.
An audio, then a video. It's only a month that it's at 860, if I'm not wrong.
Incredible.
So yeah, so the reception is actually overwhelming. And I promise to give my best every other time when I get to do my work.
And you know, most of your songs we've heard you sing in Daluo, right?
Yeah.
Is this something that you want to continue to do, or you believe that maybe you'll make a transition to English or Swahili at some point, or you're going to mix the three?
Actually, I'd say I'll have to mix at some point, but of which I have. I have a lot of projects where I've just sung Swahili, pure Swahili. Because I want to believe I'm one of the Luos who speak good Swahilis, actually.
You're speaking great English as well, just by the way. And I know men, especially from Kisumuland and Homa Bay, their English is very on point. The vocabulary is so sweet.
Actually, okay, if I might be the only one who... You see, those who actually you say speak sweet and perfect ones, they're like, you're doing good, you'll be great, just keep up. My English is, I want to believe it's getting there.
It's getting there?
Yeah.
I feel like you're doing a tremendous job, phenomenal job. So keep it up. I must say, maybe at some point you'll teach me a few words in Daluo. And exactly. Yeah. And maybe I'll be able to converse with you, right?
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah, so my music is actually will be integrated with a few of Daluo here, Swahili, English at some point.
Lovely.
So people should just expect spontaneous Okello Max, but Luo should be my signature.
Love it. Love to hear it. Now let's talk about expectations, because now that you've mentioned it, you know, what can we expect from you in the next 5 years? Any exciting projects that you have in mind? Who would you like to work with, to collabo with? Which artists do you think would be a dream, you know, come true if you're able to sing with them in future? Oh
wow, I have a long list of that. I have a very, very long list.
Okay, name your top 3 male and top 3 female.
Top 3 male. I'd say top 3 male. Let me start with, I believe I like Rayvani.
Okay.
He's an amazing artist. I'd say what's his name? This guy from Nigeria.
Burna Boy?
Keys Daniel.
Oh, Keys Daniel.
Yeah, Keys Daniel is one of my he's like a mentor to me.
Okay.
And yeah, the big guy himself, Bana.
In Kenya?
In Kenya, my dream was to work with Sauti.
And you did.
And I did.
Tick.
So I'd say maybe Otile Brown, Calligraph, Octopizzo. Actually, I love all artists. I love Kenyan artists. The list, that's why I said the list is quite long.
You're too kind.
No, I'm not kind. I love good music.
Okay.
Because I respect everybody who puts work in their art.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I'm a creative also. I know the work that people always put. People never see the background or whatever
behind
happens.
The scenes of
behind
what
the
goes
scenes.
on.
Yeah, people never know what goes in there. There is a lot of sweat and tears and everything. So I respect anybody who actually puts in the work. So if the music is good I'm open to work with anybody who actually puts in the work, because I do put work.
Yeah.
In
Any
my work.
exciting collabos and upcoming projects that you have lined up that you can share with us today?
I'm just not sure about the singing part, because I didn't, maybe just an a cappella, because I don't know the chords of the song.
Okay.
But I'm releasing a song with Bien.
Oh, lovely.
On the 15th, actually, of this month.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so if all goes well, things might happen. But if there won't be anything wrong, the song will be dropping on the 15th. The song is called I Got You. I got you guys.
Absolutely. Okello definitely got you. If you're his fan, he's got some phenomenal music coming up. He's going to be releasing a song with the one and only Bien. So
Balman, we actually
wait
today,
and watch.
He actually released
another one.
Yeah, today.
Yeah. So there's a lot more, in terms of what we can expect from you in the near future.
Yeah, there's a lot. I have an album that I'm trying to compile as well.
Lovely.
Yeah, so people should just expect
the unexpected.
Yeah.
So Okello, tell me more about some of the challenges that you encountered when you came to Nairobi. As you mentioned, that it's not easy as an artist. People don't really see the behind the scenes. People don't see what's going on when it comes to budgets, when it comes to sponsorships, when it comes to getting all these things together so that you can put up a song and actually release a video as well. It takes a lot, right?
It takes a lot.
So maybe you can just tell us some of the obstacles that you've encountered along the way in your music journey.
I'd say there's a lot that maybe if we started talking about, we won't be able to finish. But the main that actually all artists face, I'm sure, is there's always start with finances, the budgeting, because I remember after I came to Nairobi, I got a deal from a very good friend of mine, and he actually allowed me to record in his studio for free.
Wow. So
I ended up having to a maximum of almost 30-something songs, but I can't release them because I don't have the cash to do the videos for, and the videos are actually quite expensive. Very expensive, actually. They're not quite, they're very expensive. And I would say I'm more of a perfectionist. So some people were like, oh, just try, do a low budget video, but I think my OCD won't allow me to do that. I like things done perfectly.
And I mean, you set the bar really high with the Nakufa.
Yeah.
We've watched the video. The video itself, it just screams perfection. Yeah. Right?
So I'm that type of a person who actually, what I can actually thank myself for is the patience that I have. Because I'm sure something will just happen. Let me just hold on to this. But I'm also like, oh, time is going. I'm not getting any younger. Yeah. So I was like, okay, let me just try. And finally, eventually, I'd say God was so kind to open ways, and I was able to do the video of Nakufa. Amazing. And I'm so happy that it came out as it did, because that's what I was actually going for with my team. And it came out so good, and the reception actually. So people should always invest in their craft. Invest. If you go the cheap way, or if you go, you can go. There are people who actually go the easy way because that's what they have at the moment. So if you don't have the problem that I have of perfection, you can do what you think is best.
Each to their own.
Yeah.
You're probably somebody who has a very great eye when it comes to details. So that's something that you struggle with, because you're always looking at the finer picture, and you're always looking at things in a very intricate way because you're paying attention to the details, which I think is great because it's going to take you a long way in terms of your craft, because we've clearly seen that the results of Nakufa have been great.
Actually, it helps a lot also in your branding.
Yes.
So that when a corporate gig comes and you give them your red card, they're like, oh yeah, it's actually worth it because we see what he puts out. Yeah. So you need to, it's a lot. It's just a lot.
It's a lot. As you said, if you start, you're not going to finish. So let's move on to something more exciting.
All right.
So, Okello, you mentioned to us that you are romantic. Is Okello Max single?
Okello Max is not single.
Okay. Just break the heart right now. Nisawa too. I can hear them.
Okello Max is not single, but they should not worry. I can be a Muslim. I hear Muslims can take up to 4 wives. Yeah, so don't worry.
What a diplomatic answer. You see, as I said, this man over here just has a way with his words, which is why his music sounds the way it does. Because he's so smooth with his words. Did you hear that? He said, I can be a Muslim.
Yeah, also they should know what I shouldn't break any heart. I don't want any heart broken out there.
We don't want. I'm sure your songs will heal the hearts. So that's something that we're expecting in future.
Actually, I always go live on my Instagram.
Okay.
I always have my own live sessions with my fans, and yeah, I just play there. Put actually number there. And they actually, I always pretend that I'm somewhere in a train station, just performing.
Okay.
So I imagine people passing by and maybe dropping some coins.
Because that's the culture abroad.
Yeah.
You know, people have literally risen from nothing to huge sensations just through performing at the tube station, at the train station.
Yeah, so that's what I always do. And the ladies there, oh, I love them. They always come there.
They come through for you?
They actually say that they have created a WhatsApp group, Okello Max wives.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm like, somebody will come and like, I'm number 257. So I think I'll be the next Solomon. I'm not sure. But I kukudenja.
Nikubaya.
Nikubaya, nikuzuri.
Nikuzuri for you, isn't it? Right, so Okello, tell us about, you know, you've mentioned a few things in terms of your journey, you know, your obstacles, and you've encountered some of the challenges. But what has been a defining moment for you in your career? What has been the best moment so far? Something that you'll never forget?
Something that I will never forget, actually, I'd say is the love that I've received from my latest song, Nakufa. That is something that actually hit me so hard. I didn't expect it at all.
Right.
I remember when we were releasing the audio, okay, how the reason as to why I even decided to release the audio, because I told you that I have a lot of songs, but I chose that. Why? Because there's this one time I was in the studio, and then a friend of mine, Kabaseke, a very good guitarist, came to the studio, and then he was like, yo, let's do something. So we were singing to that song in the studio, and then I posted it on my Instagram, and I posted it on my WhatsApp status, and then my younger brother, Gabi, asks me, can you share that video? I sent it to him. He's the only one I sent it to.
Right.
And a month down the line, I get reposts and screenshots from almost strange numbers, people that I've never met. It's going round. On the video that I posted on my Instagram, people come and ask, people are asking, where's this song? Where can we get it? I was like, okay, people love this song. Let me just release it.
Yeah.
I didn't have the money for the video. I was like, okay, let me just release the audio. And the audio was out there, and everybody was like, oh, wow, this is a very beautiful song.
And then Ben Soul, I'm guessing, approached you?
No. Actually, about the song, we actually did it with Ben Soul from The Word Go. Like,
okay.
Yeah. Me, Ben Soul, and my good friend called Lioto.
Right.
And Lioto is actually the owner of the song, if I may say, because he's the one who came up with the hook. And then we just did a little bit of changes, and then we wrote the song, and I asked them to come to the studio, and we recorded the song. So the song was there already.
Okay.
Yeah. And then now I had to release it after people started asking, where can we get this song? Where can we get this song? So the love they showed me, that is something that I would never forget. I remember when I was releasing the audio, I was so sure that 1 month later, I will have 30,000. I'm sure. One month, I'll have 30,000. And I was like, wow. It was 1 month later, and I was like almost at 300K.
Amazing.
Yeah, so.
Incredible.
Yeah, so the love, I'm humbled forever.
Do you know, stories like yours actually make me believe that if you are humble, if you are grounded, if you're hardworking, and if you have a dream, anything is possible, right?
That's
what
true.
advice would you like to give young people out there who are inspired by you, you know, boys in Kisumu town who are just really trying to make it big into the industry, music industry, but don't know where to start? What would you tell them?
I wouldn't classify myself as a person who actually has made it yet, but I understand the struggle. And if anyone went through what I went through, I'd say you should always just believe that someday, somewhere, things will happen. Because there is this entitlement that comes with it. You're like, oh, you might forget and be, sorry to use the word, cocky, and think that, oh, I'm going to make, I'm so talented. If I go to Nairobi, or if I approach this person, they will love my music from The Word Go. And I'd say I was in probation for almost like how many years? I don't know. So they were like, you're good. but it took a while to create a good rapport with them. They have to trust you with their work, because this is their livelihood. They're giving it to. They're giving you their. So they would want perfection. So there are things that I see people actually in my DM. People come and like, oh Max, I'm an artist. Help me out. And I feel him, but I don't know what to tell him, because personally I'm also trying. So patience takes you a long way. There are times where I felt like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore.
Right.
But again, I say, okay. There are people, I'd go to my YouTube comments and I always refresh the newest, and I always like all the comments. And you'll always find somebody saying, oh, this song just blessed me. And I sit back and ask myself, you want to give up and this song blessed somebody?
Yeah.
So no, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
So patience is the top advice that I would always give. Just be patient and
I'm
do your
actually
thing.
so impressed with the number of messages that are coming through on Twitter. I'm shocked, to say the least, because it's crazy how many people are actually, relating to your story. People are so impressed with your humble soul and, of course, the things that you're saying. So let me read one message for you. This guy is great. He's so authentic. That's from Linda. Another message that says, I really think Okello Max is a gem. That is now legit acoustic guitar melody. I love all his songs. Another one that says, there's one that I read and I'm like, I really want to talk. Okay, this one. Great interview with Okello. Okello, you've done so well for yourself and you're very talented. That's from Mr. B. Koyaya. So lots of, good feedback coming in. I'm sure you feel great. I'm sure you feel like you've come a long way with your journey, because now people are opening their hearts to you. People are really embracing you fully. And what next?
I should just tell them that I will not let anybody down, and I will always give my best, and I have a lot of music in store. But people should always should not categorize me as a rumba artist, because I see a lot of people think that I just sing rumba. So you'll be shocked, and I'm glad. I hope you love my other side as well, because I always say I'm a musician. I haven't boxed myself to always say that I do this genre. I can sing anything. I'd sing reggae today. I'd sing rumba tomorrow.
Gengeton?
I'd sing rock. Gengeton is that is quite tough. I haven't hacked it because I don't understand the language.
Right.
Yeah, maybe if I just do it in Luo.
Yeah, that'd be cool though.
Yeah,
that'd be a nice fusion.
Yeah,
I must say.
Yeah,
something different.
I'd like to try it.
So you're open to any genres of music?
Any genre of music. Yeah.
Okay.
The other day I don't know if that should go out, but the other day we did an Arabic song.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm like, what? But I was just doing the BG as always,
Wow.
An Arabic song. I'm like, wow.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Maybe Hindi is next, Bollywood.
Yeah, I love Bollywood music actually.
Okay.
I always, my friends think that I'm weird. I watch Bollywood movies.
Really?
They're like, why do you watch these movies? They have a lot of lies. I'm like, no, you haven't watched the good ones. They are the good ones, So I love Bollywood, and actually that's where I actually get my writing skills from.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, when I watch
Bollywood.
Yeah, when you watch, I don't understand the language, but they put the subtitles there. They are so poetic in their music.
Well, this is something that I didn't know.
Yeah,
very interesting, I must say.
Yeah,
so you actually watched a Bollywood movie, and then you saw the subtitles.
Yeah, I always read the subtitle. I'm like,
and
wow,
they're so poetic.
Yeah, they're
especially
very
the songs.
poetic. Yeah, the songs. Somebody talking about the wind, and he'll refer the wind to the love that he's talking about. I'm like, wow. So that's where I actually get a lot of the inspiration, and then I come and do the same in my.
You apply it and it works. It's really causing a lot of buzz, and of course this is something.
People say that the Luo sounds like Spanish or French or something.
But it's true, because just off late, I believe Luo has become the language of love. We've seen you, the likes of Heart the Band, and of course now I think this is it's a new transition where people are calling Luo as the language of love in Kenya. It's very, very lovely to see.
It's just bad that they have branded the Luo men as the character development people.
I don't think so. I feel like you're a very sweet man. So ladies, look at Okello. Let's break that stereotype, okay? We've got men like Okello as well who are out here romanticizing about you and the wind. and really just showing you that a romantic can exist as a Luo man. Okello,
Yes.
I want you to perform Nakufa, please. I would request if you can do that. Everyone watching right now, I'm sure you'd love that. So let's get to it.
All right. Sheriki mula mimi nakufa Aninya jomoko mami toyo funde na Ahero sana pile irundo gawia Nyati jomoka diri laloga pacha Todonga dengo tika yudo konyruok na Aniwe ya huru monda sunge jabata Opong tomula toti unanimaliza Nihisi na wewe milele mpaka kufa Unisalie watoto mama Na kuahidi utokosa Aye idogode monda ketie kone mesa Aseko ye inkora teri mosanyola mama na Sheri mama Nakufa Sheri mama baby Nakufa yeah. Muziki santima Muziki bila jasho My mama Sheri, usiniache nitakufa Kila unaponipigia simu lazima nitakuja Ukisema nikuje jioni nitanunua chupa mama Oh, tupendane mpaka kufa Oh Sheri, mapenzi ya leo naogopa Kwanza warembo wangolopa Wameweka mitego kwenye maba Lord, ila ukinitega sitokata Nitakopa nitaiba mama Nitachanga nitalima oh. Tupendane mpaka kufa Sheri mama baby Nakufa Sheri mama baby Nakufa
Nakufa, for real. Thank you so much for that, Okello. I had an absolute blast with you today. You know, it's a pleasure hosting you. Your humility, your personality, your voice. Hey!
Thank you so
Bila
much.
Jasho, one of the best artists I've heard. And of course, your acoustic voice. I think you sound even better in person.
Oh wow, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Don't need no auto-tune.
All right. I'll tell them next time, don't put auto-tune on it.
Yeah, you don't need it.
Just leave it like that.
For what? Why? All right, so yes, thank you once again. And I really appreciate you coming here on KBC Channel 1 on Easy Friday. So once again, asante sana. And thank you for watching from home.
Yeah.
That was the one and only Okello Max, lover boy, Mr. Romantic, man with the golden voice. And don't go anywhere, because coming up next, we've got DJ Coljax on Disco Funk. So make sure you tune in for that. Keep talking to us if you've got any messages for Okello. The hashtag is Easy Friday. That's it from me, Shiksha Arora, from KBC Channel 1. We'll catch you next week, same time, same place. Bye-bye.